2015 was the year when I first started to run. I never really had a sport growing up, and this was something that didn't need skill, just a pair of trainers and a bit of willpower. 2015 was also the same year that I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. All of a sudden I had this new scary health condition, but I also had this thing that I did 3 times a week that kept my mind and my body healthy. I began to push myself, going further and further. And my ultimate goal was to run the London Marathon.
Oh, me? No, I'm not running this year. I did apply, but unfortunately I didn't get a place. Out of the more than 400,000 people that registered, only 40,000 get to run.
But it's not all bad, because this year's race will raise the billionth pound for charity in the marathon's history.
And some of that money is going to go to a charity that's very close to my heart. And I guess you could say my broken pancreas too. It's going to go to JDRF. Come on, guys, you got this! Come on, Rhino Vicky! Looks extinct already, doesn't it?
Okay, so I didn't get to run this year, but I did turn up to cheer on those who did, especially the running shoe wearing superheroes running for JDRF, a charity that helps people like me living with type 1 diabetes. And now all the hard work is done, JDRF runners can relax at a special party, complete with professional cheerers and an even more professional team of masseuses. Masseurs. A team of professional masseurs.
So JDRF is a world-leading organisation that funds world-class research into type 1 diabetes. We have approximately 145 runners today, taking on the 26.2 miles, hopefully raising approximately £400,000 for us, which is an amazing feat. So that goes into extremely important research programmes which will look to eventually create a cure for type 1 diabetes.
And today's team of over 140 JDRF runners includes many people who themselves live with type 1 diabetes.
I have run my first event since I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and instead of doing a 5K, I decided, because I'm a lunatic, to do 26.2 miles.
How was it?
It hurt.
Megan, as you can see, is absolutely buzzing to have run the London Marathon. But for Megan, marathon running is much more than just putting one foot in front of the other for 26 miles.
It's really tricky as someone with type 1 diabetes to run a marathon. For people that don't have diabetes, you still need to be really careful managing your blood sugar, taking energy gels every so often. Whereas for me, I have to balance that with the fact that I don't make my own insulin, so I can't just down 20 grams of carb because then my sugar goes too high. But equally, with my insulin pump and the insulin that I get, I'm at risk of having hypos, which you really don't want when you're trying to run 26.2 miles.
You're right there, Meg. A hypo is another name for an episode of low blood sugar, something people with type 1 diabetes aim to avoid. But for personal trainer Callum, fears of hypos shouldn't stop people living with the condition from being as active as possible.
I obviously have type 1 diabetes myself, so I'm running to prove that you can sort of do anything with the condition and sort of hopefully inspire some other type 1s to get outside their comfort zone. So I set myself a goal of going for about 3.5, 3:40. And I was going well to start with, and then sort of hit a wall about 20, got cramp in all my legs. So I got 3:55, which, you know, happy to get sub 4. So I'm a personal trainer by trade, so when I don't do any exercise for a couple of days, I find it's a lot harder to control my sugars. So when you're exercising, generally it keeps them a little bit more stable. And obviously it's good for your overall health and preventing other conditions as well.
What an incredible day. What a fantastic day. Feeling the energy down there today was just so amazing. It was electric, and seeing all the JDRF flags, banners and running shirts around London was just incredible too. And it's only really made me want it more. It's only fueled my fire further to one day run the London Marathon. I've just actually seen that the ballot's open now, so I'm going to enter, and fingers crossed, come 2020, come the London Marathon, I'll be there with my JDRF vest on, ready to run those 26.2 miles. One day, hopefully. But I think a final thank you goes to the JDRF runners who pounded pavement for that incredible distance today. And I think actually a special shout out goes to Mehdi, a JDRF supporter, who actually helped the gentleman who was dressed as Big Ben cross the finish line. I think that just goes to show, really, doesn't it, how much of a superhero Mehdi is, and the rest of the JDRF supporters, actually. So thank you to them, and thank you to you if you supported one. And you know what? Thank you for watching this video. But that is all from me for now, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.